What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is great to see everyone already here joining me on this chilly Monday evening. I was about to say afternoon, but it's a bit later in the day now. Welcome in, everyone. It is great to see everyone dropping in a chat. Alfie Gifford, Miss Marin, hello, right off the bat. We're doing something a little bit different. I've been talking about it a lot, talking about it for weeks and weeks, and today's the day. We're going to give a shot at playing a little bit of Grounded today. So I am very much looking forward to this. I know it's, again, a bit of a deterrent from our normal Valheim streams, but I thought today we'd shake it up. It feels like it is the season, and so today is going to be a little spookier, a little bit more, a few more bugs than normal, that's for sure. But hopefully just in the entomology sense and not the gameplay sense. But hello, everyone. DJ Clayton also dropping in. Welcome. Great to see everyone. I did do a little switch up on my music for right now, so let me know if that's too loud for anything, but it looks like everyone's enjoying it so far, very vibey and digging the jams. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping in, everyone. It's great to see you. It has been one hell of a week. I am not gonna lie, I'm borderline exhausted, but feeling good, ready to rock, having some fun tonight. So thank you so much for stopping in and keeping me company. Great to see some familiar faces right off the bat. Now, right away, I'm just going to have this little disclaimer. I'm probably going to mention this a few times throughout the night. There's a lot of spiders in this game. If you have any sort of arachnophobia or anything like that, this could definitely trigger that. So we'll definitely be aware of it. There is a setting that we can modify to change up the look of the spiders and all that stuff. So if you have any issues with that, please let me know immediately, because hopefully we won't run into any until it's up to artists, until we make the decision to go find them, you know what I mean? So let me know and we can adjust that up until that point. Now, we're going to drop right in. The only thing you've missed me doing is setting up the world. So nothing really, I haven't dropped into the game yet. We still created this new one. So we're in the character select screen. So I'm going to put Big David in the corner. We're going to check this out. I'm also going to drop a poll in chat right away. We're going to throw a poll in, see what y'all think. So we have 4 different characters you can play as. This game is, again, multiplayer, and so you can have up to 3 friends join you. Xbox released this game, or Obsidian Development. They made this back in 2020, July 2020, I believe. The sort of like the beta came out. It was really nice, really polished, but at the same time, there's a lot of room to grow, of course. And 2 years later, here we are now. It's the full release. The 1 point, I think, was it 1.03, something like that? I had to download a couple updates today, so there was definitely some patches and things like that that they've rolled out since the release, which is great because the game's played super smooth. Nice, seeing some good. All right, so Pete looks like he's taking the lead here. Let's see. Yeah, Pete is winning, or Max. Okay, you know, I do dig me some Pete.
Hey, I'm Will. My name's Peter. My friends call me Pete.
So we're going to give that just another minute, let everyone get settled in here. Miss Marin says, I'm just watching for the moment, but if you're opening up the multiplayer, I'd definitely jump in with you in a little bit. Awesome. I'll put that, I'm going to put the password in the Discord, so then any subscribers can jump on in there and check it out. Speaking of which, I do also want to drop this in there. This is going to be for the Discord, of course. So in case we see any new friends popping in today, I want to make sure that we can direct them to this. And I'm going to go ahead and pin that message as well. So we got those going. So any new faces, y'all are so great about being so welcoming and friendly that anybody that drops in, let's have them join in the Discord too. Let's keep this conversation rolling. But as we are letting this, we're at a dead heat now. Pete or Max. Okay. I like them both. With all that, if you could let me know how you doing. How's your week been? Like I said, it's been a crazy one for me. I was out in the mountains of Colorado. Got to enjoy some really beautiful scenery and some amazingly beautiful people in every sense of the word. Just phenomenal. So, like I said, kind of tired, but, you know, I could not be happier. This is exactly where I want to be tonight. But I would love to know how you all are doing. How's the week been treating you? And are you doing okay with the change of season? The coldness kind of sweeping through. I don't know how it is where you are, but where I am, she getting cold, getting real cold. Oh, see, this is the tough part. With there must be four of us here. We need someone to drop in and break the tie, Max or Pete. So as we're getting settled and everyone's kind of dropping in here, we're gonna give this just like another minute or so, and we might pull the trigger on Pete. But I have played some of this. Actually, like I said before, I've beaten the game in its earlier forms, and so I'm going to be reusing some of the. So I might be reusing some of the tactics and knowledge that I've acquired before, but with the updates and with the full release, I don't know if it will maintain its relevance. So we'll see. But I do have a little bit of an idea of where I want to go and what I want to do. Miss Marin says, I think I might change my vote to Pete. I agree. We're going with Pete. So we're going to go ahead and start this game here. Let's do this. And we're going to call this Real Grass. Now they have an opening cinematic finally, and I'm so happy about it. So I'm just going to actually let us watch this. It sort of sets up the world. But yes, Alfie, Grounded is multiplayer, and what's really cool is if you have Xbox Game Pass, it is free. With that, of course, you have to pay for Game Pass, but you get the game. Yoked girth.
Next on Yoked Girth, now a word from our sponsor.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky puncho fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20th.
This is the important bit.
This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight.
I have to say, I just love this setup now because... yes. It perfectly sets up the things you find in the backyard, why they're there, and kind of the generally sets up the universe and just the tiniest little details. All of those things, well, will make sense as we go along. But yeah, as DJ says, oh my god, that was such an accurate rendition of cartoons in the 80s. He-Man specifically. I'm pretty sure you mean Yoked Girth. And yes, the accurate gas prices. That's what I'm saying. The details of this game I really, really love, and they have this phenomenally nostalgic feel. This is essentially Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game. And if you were lucky enough to grow up with that movie, or if you've been smart enough to watch it since the 80s, it's awesome. It is such a good one, and this is a phenomenal rendition of that sort of thing. All right, now here's our dramatic intro. We are landing in Grounded. Let's do this. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But to get back to Alfie's question of not playing and is it multiplayer, it is multiplayer. And again, you can have a few people jump in. And with that...
Whoa, Pete.
Looks like you really stepped in it this time.
Just where in the world are you?
And so if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can download it for free. Otherwise, I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks. So it's a full release game, of course, but absolutely worth your time. I love this game. It's really, really good. So you start by default in first person. Since I'm on mouse and keyboard, if I hit the letter U, I can then pop into third person. I really like playing in first person for this game, for most of it.
Consulting Detective
But yeah,
Weevils, hot on the trail.
hello Weevil. These guys are actually really useful. Now, this is a survival game through and through. You can starve to death. You can die of dehydration, and I did kind of like the moderate level of the moderate sort of level of difficulty when it comes to all that stuff. So I'm not going to die super quick, but you definitely got to keep an eye on it. The game is pretty balanced, but I do appreciate that it's slightly forgiving. There's at least some good heads up on like when you're going to die. Nice, TJ pointing out it's $39.99 on Steam. I've got it, but it is pretty hard. Alfie, you're not wrong. It is certainly difficult. I think that they balanced it really nicely, but the trickiest part, in my opinion, much like most games, is figuring out the combat. Oh, Miss Marin says, I think I'll be able to join you in like 20 minutes, so save me a spot. Awesome. That is phenomenal to hear. So I'm going to basically get us set up. And what you'll see right now is I'm grabbing a bunch of, I just mentally oh, that's too good. Oh man, DJ coming in with the hot creativity. I love that. I just mentally nicknamed this game Smallheim in my head, and I absolutely love it. I wish I would have named the world that. That's too good. Love it. But thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you're not too disappointed that we are shaking it up. I just figured this game is a lot of fun, and also it's new and relatively new, and I want to give it some love, especially as we wait on the Valheim thing. So you definitely can jump in. I have room for three people, and so you're all welcome to. It is a little different. Let me go ahead and throw this in Discord real quick. So my name on Xbox is Smoking Folks. So it might help if you're friends with me there. I hope I can. I'm pretty sure I should be able to add you this way. And then also, I'm going to throw in, and these are all caps. This will be case sensitive. Boom. And that second word there is going to be your password, per usual. So feel free to dive in. And I was having a few issues earlier with having people connect, but then I realized that I was a little behind on my updates of it. So once I got that squared away, it was all good. Now, as you're coming in, I'm just going to kind of give you a general summation of this because it is a bit different than Valheim, but at the same time, a lot of similarities. So
that there are probably more of these stations around. Maybe if I keep searching, I'll find some clues.
So basically, we're going to scavenge all these items, and there's these little field labs. I'll show you here. This little field lab, and you basically do bits of research that will unlock recipes. So right here, I've got some plant fiber. We're going to use an insane amount of plant fiber. It's ridiculous. But so we're going to go ahead and analyze that. And you have 3 analyzes per charge, but that will restore over a little bit of time. Each time you do some analysis here of an ingredient, a new one in particular, you will unlock its first level of recipes. So basically now I can make some bandages if I do this one next, because I'm already here. See, this is actually really helpful. Get some weaponry, all that stuff. Trail markers. In this game, you can't just click the map and make a little marker. You have to actually build a little marker out of lily pads and all that stuff, which is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, so everyone is welcome to join in. See, now I can make a better weapon. And as this brain power accumulates, I'll eventually be able to unlock things in this. So you're gonna, go through your tier system and unlock more and more recipes that you may not have. You can make things without having unlocked the brain power, but it kind of makes it easier. It's really cool. Like you can do things without, you're not restricted very much, which I really, really like. The ladybugs are friendly, but they are very dangerous if you attack them. You have to know how to attack them. This game, what makes it so difficult is you really have to be good at parrying. It's all about the perfect parry, and so blocking at the exact right time is paramount. And I think, back to Alfie's point, that was the biggest learning curve for me, was trying to find those parries. And that's where I'm going to die today, is in those situations. So DJ says the graphics are definitely more self-consistent than those in Valheim. I'm going to guess self-consistent is a polite way of saying they're a little more impressive. And yeah, I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Let me know if it's looking too dark on your screen though, or if that's looking okay. I think that should be pretty good. But now we're in the punching trees stage of collection. So I'm just going to beat these Weevils with a rock real quick. And once I have some of their sweet meat, I'm going to start making a couple of. I'm going to set down some roots, and we'll start making some stuff that will make our survival a lot easier. Now, like I said, to go back. Hey Matthew, hello, what's up, brah? Great to see you. Welcome back. We are just getting started here in Grounded. Smoking Folks is my Xbox name. Yes. I can never remember if there's an underscore between Smoking and Folks or not. But I'm hoping sooner than later I'm just going to change over. I'm going to make a new profile, and I'm going to be RealGrogg on there as well. But yeah, welcome in, Matthew. Hello. If you haven't seen this before, this is Grounded. We are essentially, as I pointed out earlier, we're basically playing Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is awesome. Now, I also mentioned that I do have some history with this game, so I know a little bit of what I want to do. And with all of the places that I've tried to create a base, I've always struggled because we are the bottom of the food chain, and it becomes very apparent very soon. Now, this, my friends, is, in my opinion, the best place to make a safe, secure base where pretty much nothing can screw with you. You'll see I took this little twig up to the top of a baseball. It's a little tricky to stay up there, but once we get it, I think that's the best. But as we're waiting on some friends to join in, I do want to give a little bit of a rundown on how... Oh, by the way, yeah, so always grab mushrooms. You can eat those. You can see in the bottom left corner, there is my health, water, stamina, and health little heads-up display. The blue, of course, on the left side is going to be my stamina. The blue with the water drop is obviously my thirst, and then the hunger is right next to that as the chicken drumstick, and then my health to pull it all out. Now that is actually, that heads-up display, that's the in-game, that's the scab. And so it's this, essentially it's like a little bracelet that this mysterious doctor has created and we are now wearing. So we can actually find other versions of that. We'll do that later on, and hopefully you can there are hidden little treasures to change your display. DJ says, I couldn't kill such I couldn't kill such cute bugs. I'd starve. Well, there's going to be plenty of uncute bugs, and I think you'll be happy killing the cuter ones. Now I'm just going to chow down on these mushrooms. But yeah, welcome in everyone. It is so great to see you. What a nice crew. How could you kill something so small and cute? Wait till I kill an aphid. Those are my little buddies. Okay, but while I'm up here, I'm just going to bust out a couple of things crafting wise. I'm going to get some tools going after, but I'm going to make a bunch of ropes because I'm definitely going to need that. At least 10. I'll keep it going. Make as many as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and bust out. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, see, of course now I need more fiber though. So like I said, fiber is going to be the number one thing. But while I'm up here, I might as well just make an axe. I'm going to craft one of these. And I'm going to make some bandages as well once I get some fiber. But that axe, everything is, my grounded is updating. Nice, awesome. Yeah, so we'll definitely get some friends in here. I'm going to tell you though, so I want us all to work together, of course, but you really got to make sure you're feeding yourself and you're doing all those things because resources do go pretty quick. And I'm going to be trying my darndest to keep this show on the road. So pretty much everything you see can be used to your benefit. So so be sure to research everything and take advantage of everything. And once we get in here, and I'll show you more of where we want to harvest from, because there's some general idea that I want to keep ready for this, as in like how I want this base to go, because it's very handy to have it. This location is great, but it can be kind of a pain to get ready. If that all made sense. I think I was just rambling to the utmost. All right, so to go back to that field station, though, by the way. Oh, DJ saying, how plentiful are resources in this game? Great question. So kind of to finish the point I was just trying to make is all the grass, much like all the grass will regrow as long as you don't chop down the stumps. So in this, you actually want to leave the stumps if you want it to regrow. If not, see, now we can make a workbench. That's awesome. Nice. Boom! More brain power. So it automatically unlocks the recipes for all this great stuff, and it just shows me what I already know. So like I said, as you level up, you can have made future projects, but now we have it officially unlocked. So really cool. Looks like Miss Marin just dropped into our world, if I saw that correctly. There she is. Welcome. We are just getting this show on the road, so thank you for stopping in, and we're going to do our best to survive. But, so DJ, very, very plentiful resources, but you do have to put in some work to get them. And there's some things that, here's what I like, is if you see sap, for example, in a certain area, it will remain in that area as long as you, actually, yeah, pretty much indefinitely, because even little droplets will respawn. So everything keeps going, which is really, really cool.
An appropriate wizard's familiar.
I love that Pete is just a freaking nerd. I love it. So to give you... Hello, Miss Marin. Oh, it's Hoops. Nice. So I wanted to show you a couple things. Now that I've unlocked, I used the science station to unlock a couple more things. One of those being... Oh, that's funny. I can't make a floor yet. That's really funny. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to start building a walkway up these stairs. Hey, kitty cat. Walkway up these stairs that will eventually lead to a big flat area. This game is really pleasantly forgiving when it comes to building. There's a few things that are weird, but it's still really, really cool. Alfie's saying that their grounded is updating. That's totally fine. There's a lot that it's going to do, so no rush. And like I said, I'm not going to get too crazy.
People have asthma. Can insects get asthma?
I love Hoops. She's an awesome character. I was kind of hoping that everyone would say Hoops, but hey, Pete's honestly the one that I have the most experience with. He's got my best run is with that guy. Okay, so let's see. I can make a workbench now. I need some grass planks. I've got those right next to me. So here's what I love about this. Is very forgiving. I can put my workbench down and it just creates the blueprint. You can do that you can create an entire base, an entire kingdom out of blueprints, and it will essentially keep track of how much you need, how much material you need. And so you can see here's the recipe I need. I got some grass planks, 1, 2, 3. I can hold E, or whatever your build button is on your console. And then boom, I've got this. If I want to move it, I just hit F, and I can move it around wherever I want, which is awesome.
I think that would be a lot bigger, Hoops.
Okay, I love the interaction between the characters. That's great. And Miss Marin is off exploring. And from the sounds of it, I'm guessing that she found the mysterious machine, which is... we'll go check that out in a minute.
Sounds like it's all clogged up.
Okay, but now that we're here, hammer, that's going to be super important, so I want to craft at least one of those. A bow, very important, but I'm going to need gnat fuzz first. But first things first, before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to make 2 spears. And maybe I'll bring one to Miss Marin, and I'll be nice there. While I'm here. And a torch, I know that I'm going to need that, so I'm just going to make one right now. All right, now, here's some armor that I can definitely work towards, but you know what, we'll take it step by step. So, first, I am going to reorganize my inventory a little bit I'm going to build a tiny little, crappy little campsite up here, just so we have a place to land a little bit, you know. No, I didn't want that there, so cancel that. And build this here, bam. Now that sound, that is the sound of, you can see down there, there's this little red guy, which is a mite. And they are useful because you do need some of their, here's what I love. Everything in this game has a purpose. Every single thing can give you something that helps for something else, which is phenomenal. All right, now there is a recipe for some armor or something that needs weevil meat, but right now I'm just going to cook all of them. Well, the ones I can, 3 at a time per fireplace. Awesome creature and sound effects, David. Are you going to become an insect voice actor? I can only dream. I do have aspirations of becoming of having a voice acting gig in some regard, and I'll happily start as a red mite if need be. But see, that's that. So that gave me mite fuzz, which I will actually need, I think, for a bow.
Use something to drink.
Okay, so I actually wanted to show you, I wanted to do this intentionally. I wanted to get a little dehydrated to show you that you have to manage your thirst, but I like that it gives you a timer when you're on your last bit of needing it. And this is going to be your best option, is the dewdrops that form on grass. They... Oh no. Oh no, oh no! Oh, dang it, I dropped this little... Okay, it's because of this mite. I hate those things. Alright, so I've got a minute and a half before I die. The nose, yes. Miss Marin pointing out that the goals are... Oh, the camera went inactive. Okay, so that happened earlier. Alright. Thank you for the heads up. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to fix this, and then I will be back with my camera in a moment. That happened a bit earlier, too, and that's really frustrating. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just getting a little water, bam. But the upside is, at least it's only the character, or only my camera. I'm going to go ahead and switch that real quick. My apologies, everyone. Should do this, and then hopefully that will work. There we are. Okay there. All right, cool. Sorry about that. My background won't be blurry, but hey, that's okay. It's been doing that all day, and that's really frustrating. I had to restart my whole computer earlier to fix it. But okay, back to the top of what I was saying, because I think I've got about 18 points going on, and I have not finished any of them. So, yeah, we're going to craft a whole bunch of stuff. You want to make sure that you're fed and hydrated at all times. Plant fiber, I'm going to... Oh, yes, I want a bunch of these. Really, really handy. Clover leaves, clover leaves. But Miss Marin saying that there are shared goals. Yes, everything you do in this game is for the good of the group, essentially, which I like a lot. And so don't feel bad about stumbling upon something. This is an open world, and there's no pressure to do anything or to go anywhere that you're not comfortable with. And if you do see something, cool, because we share a map as well. So I'm pretty sure. Actually, what's kind of refreshing is after playing so much Valheim and things like that, where the fog of war is so thick. You know, you look at your map and there's so much you didn't see, and it's just crazy how much you kind of have to unlock. But this, you actually have access. Sounds like an aphid is stuck somewhere. Where are you, little aphid? Ah, there you are. Hello, Miss Marin. All right. Now that we kind of got the basics, though. What was I just saying?
You gotta breathe, Weevil.
Everyone makes fun of the Weevil for his nose, but you know what? It's fine. All right. Here's with the fog. So I should be able to go to my map, and
You gotta breathe.
the things that Miss Marin has seen, I can also see now, like the mysterious machine. Here's the little science machine, and here's our little base so far.
It's getting quite
So
late.
definitely
I should construct some shelter and
convenient
get some
how you can actually see everything already, and it gets more and more defined as you check out more stuff. So this whole map, I mean, it's amazing the things you can do, the places you can go, the difference in the difference in environments and biomes is absolutely incredible. They did such a great job. But by the way, thank you, DJ, for pointing out that my camera was not working. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully that's working out a bit better. It looks like it's going well on this end. So, so this actually, what I was talking about, the scab that we have, you can change the setting as well if you go into the OS of your scab, and you can change the look. I frankly love this one, and yeah, I like that a lot. Actually, I'll do this one for the daytime, and I like this for the nighttime. It's always kind of cool when it switches over. But yeah, so it's telling me all these things I should be doing, so I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to try to do that. Now, pretty hilariously, you can share a lean-to. So I'm just going to drop one here. And all of this is temporary. I'm going to change pretty much everything as we build up, and you'll see what I mean with all that. What's also super cool is you can cook food, leave it on the roast. It's not going to burn. Really, really handy. So you can just basically have that to be for everyone. You can cook it and just leave it there. You can also interact with your bed, which I'm just going to choose right now R, so that I spawn at this place again. Miss Marin will do the same thing, and we'll both respawn here. Super, super easy. Now, as I'm doing all this, I also want to throw down, I'm going to do a little marker. And what's cool is you can also build as much stuff as like all the stuff that you have on your person, you can use to build whatever's around you. So, or as much as you can. So like I couldn't quite finish the map marker, but I can put the resources towards it that were in my inventory. These are super handy as well. Actually, you know what? I think, so dandelions are one. Never cut the stumps of dandelions. You want them to regrow because they are so handy. I actually try not to build a base too much until I have this researched, because these stems are my favorite. I love it. Oh!
Hey, a common example of the Formicidae family.
Hello, ant.
And
And this right here, you'll see the Dandelion
An
Tuft.
ant.
That'll come in real handy in a little bit. I'll show you once we need it. Now, the baseball right there, straight ahead of us, you'll also see this massive field of dry grass. Super handy. We're going to want to get a bunch of dry grass. And honestly, if we're going to have more people dropping in, we're going to need a lot of every ingredient. So I'm pretty much going to say that about everything. I'm going to research this stem real quick. And this should allow us to make floors. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this allows us to make some stem stuff, which is my personal favorite. I love the stem stuff in this. Really, really cool. All right, I'm also going to analyze the clover leaf. That allows me to make what I was hoping for, a basket, which is essentially the first form of a little chest. So it's pretty small. I want to make a few of them at least. But yeah, Miss Marin asks, what would be the most helpful right now? Should I get grass planks? What are the goals for today? So the goals for today, yes, pretty much ASAP. We want to get a little base built. We want to get weapons and armor for everyone, make sure that we are established. And I would like to pretty much have a simple home on top of the baseball finished. Depending on time and the success that we've had up to that point, I would love to also get, with no spoilers, I would like to get to kind of like the end of chapter 1, in a sense. It's kind of hard to, it's hard to nail down exactly what that would be considered, but as we go along, it might make more sense. So, for now, I want to check out what I can make, what would be beneficial. So the acorn shovel, I'm going to need some acorn shells. We're going to go get those later on. And the gnat fuzz. Now, I know where there's some gnats. And there's a couple of them. So I'm actually going to do that while I've got some sunlight. But right now, I'm going to drop a couple of baskets behind the workbench. So Miss Marin, basically, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. We got a couple of baskets here now. I'm going to try my darndest to keep everything organized, but that's one thing about this game that I will say. Oh, this is so cool. It's so nice to see how the things they've added, because there wasn't this sort storage before, and now there is, and that is beautiful. That is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, so Miss Marin, feel free to do. I keep getting grass planks, absolutely cutting around the baseball. If you can go like 20 feet, so 20 centimeters or so around the baseball while you're cutting, that would be beneficial. But we'll do this more in a little bit. But yeah, I would say just acquire as many materials, grass fiber and dry fiber, sprigs. Get a bunch of stuff. Just get a bunch of everything, and really, I would say focus on sap as well. That's a really beneficial one. Now, right here, there's almost always 2 gnats flying around. You can see one right there. Where are we? So I'm actually gonna.
Power of Helion, champion of the sun.
Oh man, this kid is such a dork, and I love it. All right, now where did you go?
Tower to Nat, say intentions. Your flight path is not cleared.
I'm gonna stab them. So I'm gonna. All right, that gave me 2. Awesome. Because the bow is my best friend in this. I did just forget that so you also need to, making roast for dinner. Nice. I've been hunting weevils, making roast for dinner. Absolutely. There is some on the grill right now, so you're more than welcome to feed yourself to your heart's content. Nice. But yeah, just to reiterate, never chop down the dandelion stems, or the stump. And the upside is it's hard to do it anyway, because it takes quite a few whacks to get the stumps out. So definitely keep your eye on that, though. Make sure you don't accidentally chop those down, because they're so useful. And this game is a real resource suck. I will definitely admit, it takes a lot, and I've never played with more than one person, so it's going to be interesting to see how much we go through as a group. But again, no rush or anything. Everyone, feel free to take your time. And if you don't want to jump in, that's totally fine as well. I appreciate everyone just being here and hanging out with me. But yeah, it looks like some people are doing well in chat. But of course, like I said, let me know how everything's treating you. How's the world treating you? It's just a mishmash of stuff. I love it. All right. Now my hands are full. You can see in the bottom right corner. Actually, you can't because of my camera. In the bottom right corner, I have a 5 out of 5. There's a little wheelbarrow symbol next to my camera. And that is how many planks or stems I can carry. And you can actually build armor that will increase that. All right, I'm going to build myself a bow. Awesome. And I wonder if I can... Now the Might Fuzz comes in handy, because I also will need that Might Fuzz to create arrows. Which it looks like I can't do that yet. Cool. All right, so I probably have some things I still need to research. But you can actually build armors that will increase your carrying capacity.
Just pretend
It's all very creative. There's a lot of benefit to researching everything and learning what everything can do for you and what kind of works with what. So, you know, we discussed earlier the... So actually, you know what? I hate to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and... We're going to just show you how this all works. So, boom, ant dead. I'm going to need their parts. Now, that wasn't a perfect block, but it was a good block, so he didn't do any damage to me. But I also didn't parry him perfectly, which usually if you parry perfectly, and you, they will kind of be stunned for a quick second. But, you know, we saw a ladybug earlier, and they are very resistant to, like, a spear would do nothing. Piercing damage is nothing to a ladybug. They're better with a hammer, because, which, you know, if you kind of think about it, kind of makes sense. Same thing with spiders, but they, again, or no, spiders I think were best against axes. But I don't remember, because again, they might have changed all this during the final update. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. We will certainly find out. We will certainly find out. Now, sometimes with the bugs, they will only unlock basically like a trophy. Kind of annoying, but everything has a purpose. So make sure you're unlocking everything. Boom! Now we can make arrows. So we are stepping our game up. Now the Weevil nose. Actually, no. Let's do the meat, because I think that this will make a shield. Yes. Okay. So there's 2 shields in the game. Pretty much that I found out. I think they're, again, I'm gonna stop adding this caveat to everything I say. There were 2 games when I played it, 2 shields when I played this game, so we'll see. But having that unlocked now is phenomenal, because that makes parrying a lot easier, or at least provides you with a little bit of mental security. At least for myself, I feel way more comfortable after a bit of hiding behind a shield, to be totally honest. Okay, so Miss Marin. Since it is just us in here right now, I think we should be able to knock out, go to sleep, and wake up in the daytime. But I want to see if there's any more. If there's any more. Actually, yeah, I heard that mite. I want to get him. Oh, actually, that was not what I wanted, but that's okay. DJ asking, what is susceptible to fire? You know, that's a good question. So actually, let me show you what you can do here. So if you hold X, hilarious. Okay, well actually, no, we'll do this. We'll do this in the morning. So Miss Marin, if you're up there, let's go ahead and knock out for the night and wake up refreshed.
I am sleepy. No joke.
Now when you go to sleep, you will. First of all, I love this. That's new. Very cool. Nice. So you will notice your stats deplete quite a bit overnight, but in the morning is your best time. Miss Marin, I'll let you take that dewdrop right there if you like. That one's all yours. Morning is the best time to get dewdrops, much like, you know, real life. Get those nice dewy mornings. And but here's what you do. If you can't reach it, you hit it with something blunt or something like that. The water droplet will fall, and as long as there's not water below it, you should be okay. Okay, so another great thing is if you are waiting for the science machine to refresh your study ability, it's based on in-game time, not real time, which is really cool. So I slept overnight, and I can now research a few more things. I'm just going to skip past that. Oh, well, that unlocked nothing for me. Thank you for that, gnat meat. Ant parts, I think this will show us the armor I want. Bingo. Yes. Okay, cool. So we can now make red ant arm guards and knee guards, helmets, and all that stuff. And that is actually what will increase your carrying capacity, which I love that so much, because the ants being super duper strong. Now, we didn't unlock any new recipes because we were already ahead of the game. Let's do the mushrooms. Yeah, let's see what that does. Mushroom slurry. So you will get a lot of slurry recipes right off the bat. It's not going to make a lot of sense yet, but it will in the future. Okay, Miss Marin. Let's see. really, yeah, I'm just going to keep saying do whatever you like, because I am just kind of thinking about what to do myself, to be totally honest, at the moment. But yeah, so I'm just going to put away the stuff that I don't need. What I really like is there's an exclamation mark by everything you haven't researched yet, so it makes it a little bit easier to keep your inventory somewhat organized. Okay, I've got some of these, and I'll keep that on me as well. And you can also, in your inventory, you can also change your hotkeys, which is really nice. I like my spear on one, that there, that's good, and then that's all food. Perfect. Cool. Oh, but check this out. So the Dandelion Tuft, you can equip this, and now, I can't remember the button. Let's see. Okay, whew, right at the last second. So if you hold your right shift button when falling, you'll float. How cool is that? And it depletes the strength of your Dandelion Tuft, but it's so helpful, and you can kind of pull it out like a last-second parachute, too. Really handy. Okay, so you'll also find aphid honeydew. Make sure to take advantage of that. Really handy. Okay, well, now that we've kind of got the basics, and I've thrown a lot of information at you, I think it's time to start making some progress. So, here we are, fighting some mites, taking them out, because I need to get into that little cavern. And I have a torch, I've got a spear, and I've got everything I need to start fixing the mystery machine, which, if I were to go over to the machine, you would see that this beam is not shooting out of this little machine because these disgusting mites are chewing on the cables. So time to get in there and clean them out. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, and there we are. All right. I'm gonna do this. Take these guys out. Bam, 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 bam. I think a couple more. Bring it on. Oh, wow. Oh, there's a lot more in here than normal. I have a low health. Okay, now let me show you something. In the combat, you see that little that kind of vertical or horizontal ramp that shows up? When I'm holding block, that symbol is kind of my shield meter, and it's not if I'm taking imperfect hits, it will actually deplete that, and eventually I might be stunned or knocked down, and it's very, very dangerous in that situation. You're very vulnerable in that situation. So, all right, now because we came prepared and we have a hammer, I can actually make our way through these pebbles to a little back area, and that's one thing about this game. Every tool has use. Everything will eventually lead you somewhere, if that makes any sense. But pretty much, you always want to be prepared for anything. And so we're just gonna grab these pebbles, grab some of this, but this is gonna lead us back here. Now I don't have the one tool that I really wish I had, which is a shovel. And if you see these little bumps in the ground and you hear this sort of grinding sound, that is typically, well, that's a surprise under the dirt. Now this, unfortunately, sturdy marble, I can't do quite yet. I don't have a strong enough tool. We got to kill some tough bugs to make a better hammer. This is also the new scab. So boom.
Scabby, additional flavor scheme available.
So now we can decorate a bit differently on our, or we can get a different theme. Yeah, I just said that. Now check this out, though. I wonder if I can break this yet. Okay, so sturdy quartz. I can't actually break this. They changed that. There used to be breakable quartz in this cave right off the bat, but it looks like they've changed that. So unfortunately, I can't get it quite yet, but that's okay. Okay, I still hear a lot of mites, so I want to make sure that we're clearing house. Where are you? Where are you? Nope. Okay, right above me. Oh, I do appreciate that pretty much everything in a lot of stuff in this world fights each other, which I think is fair. It's not always just against you. So sometimes you got to sacrifice an ant or two to distract the larger threats. Okay. Pretty much always just hit the button, pick up the fiber. You're gonna need it. You're going to need it. Okay. So I'm trying to remember what I need to research to unlock. Oh wow, Miss Marin putting in that work. Nice. I'm actually. I always forget to put my torch away, and I just burn the whole thing. Okay, now dry grass in this area I don't mind getting rid of because there's, like I said, a whole forest of it over to in the other direction. All right, that one's done, and that one's done. Thank you, Miss Marin, for putting these pallets together. Love having that ready to go. But what have I not researched that I would need to make floors? Let's find out. Well, this is a handy little... DJ, does it rain in this game? That... It didn't in the past. I don't think so. I think that'd be really, really cool. I think right now... Sap? I already did sap, I'm pretty sure. The only things that I... Actually, am I just missing it too? That would be pretty hilarious if at this point I accidentally... I mean, unless I'm crazy, I feel like I'm not seeing any... I'm not seeing a floor, which is typically right here. Wall, 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 wall. Door, scaffold, bracket. What am I not doing? What am I not doing? Well, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and make some bandages. I can only make the one. I'm going to go ahead and just apply that right away. Consume. Consume. All right, hunger's doing okay. I'll let myself heal up. But yeah, so this one's a lot of fun, and I think that they did such an incredible job. All the little details, it's a really vibrant world and very dangerous. And I gotta say, more than the yes, this game does have cooking stations, EJ, so it's right up your alley. I don't know if they're quite as versatile, but very handy. Gotta get it then. Yep, it's a must-buy. Game of the year. But all the little details, I'm going to show you over here. This is an anthill. Oh, look at that, though. So, a good little hint.
That's a soldier ant. Wow, I can really tell the difference from here.
Be careful, Bob.
Actually, with that said, so, you might have heard, I saw a soldier ant. Now, here's a good thing. Over on the far side, you can see grass moving. That is, on average, a deadly, deadly creature. It's kind of a little in-game hint as to what's around you, because we will see some larger creatures like stink bugs and spiders and soldier ants like this bad Larry over there, and they are very difficult. They're not necessarily difficult, but they're dangerous and they can do a lot of damage. But anytime you see the grass moving, you want to be on your toes, because there's definitely going to be some dangerous things around you. But that said, I remembered what I wanted my goal to be. I'm currently going to go and try to find a thistle plant, which you can typically find fairly easily by looking for a purple topped sticky kind of plant, like stick-like plant. Super handy, and that's actually how we're going to be able to make the arrow bit of our arrow. So actually, let's go ahead and get a better vantage point. But yeah, on this tutorial, as well as I'm kind of going through everything, if you hit X, this is how you research enemies around you, or actually all the bugs. You want to kind of fill out your compendium, just because it makes it easy. And you can learn about who's susceptible to what. Look at that raven, by the way. I love that. You'll find feathers sprinkled throughout, and we'll need a better axe, but eventually you can harvest the feathers as well and make some really, really cool stuff. Okay, so I'm not close enough to study anybody yet, but we'll do that. Actually, I'll do that with a weevil. I think I heard one down here. Yeah, so check this out.
Ant crossing.
So now I'm looking through. I hit it again.
That one off the list.
And now I can go into into this, and it'll show me what level of enemy that creature is. So the red worker ant is in a neutral. So as long as you don't mess with him, he won't mess with you. They're weak to stabbing and spicy. That'll make more sense later. And they're not resistant to anything. So you want to do that with every creature possible, just so then you have a really good idea of what to expect and kind of how to prepare for an upcoming battle. So like, let's see if I can get the aphid. Boom, aphid, nice. Okay, so nothing to research. So let's skedaddle. Now I didn't see a thistle plant from where I was, but I think I remember where one is anyway, so that should be okay. DJ pointing out for his channel that, by the way, he's working on a video for 20 uses of the cooking station in Valheim. If anybody knows that video, that's you, my friend. I'm sure that'll be quite entertaining. I'm curious to see what you come up with. All right, boom, boom, Weevil. Nice. Okay, so Miss Marin, actually, let's go ahead and let's do this as a group here. Before I go off and find that thistle, let's go ahead and did I not do it? Oh, right. Okay, so now that we're up here, push. So you can see 2 of the beams are working, and all we got to do for this one is just cut this one
I
down.
don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function. Maybe there's a way to fix them?
All right, so now,
Only one way to find out.
yep, thank you, Hoops. We've got all 3 buttons. Oh, we also have a little, oh, geez.
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Armament. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard.
I don't want to talk over these things, but they can take a little while sometimes, so my apologies.
I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tolley official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I...
Oh, cool. Okay, I could actually just skip it by doing something. That's awesome. So, we are now amid the mysterious machine. It's all powered up, and yet... didn't seem to go too well. Ugh. What a shame.
My bad?
Damn, Pete, what did you do?
Shut up, Hoops. That wasn't my fault.
The button labeled activate?
Maybe it was labeled wrong, like when my brother mislabeled the salt as sugar.
Right.
Oh, that was good.
Well, we should probably go find out what happened.
Okay, so what they did really brilliantly here is they now kind of, without forcing us to, they're offering up a different path to basically lead us to the next story beat. And so this giant, beautiful oak tree is our next marker. Now, with this sort of thing, much like Valheim, we want to make sure that we're prepared. And so instead of doing what I would normally do, running off, being completely distracted, I'm going to track down a thistle plant. So, Miss Marin, what I recommend to you is to start acquiring things to make armor of whatever level you can. We could definitely keep killing ants. I'm going to basically make arrows, and then I'm going to go kill some soldier ants to get their mandibles so that I can make a helmet. Right now, we should have access to clover armor, which... I don't remember exactly. Everything gives you a little bit of a boost. I don't remember exactly what the clover armor does, but it's you know, first level sort of benefits. So nothing crazy, but a good better than nothing, I should say.
Take a look. The nose, a nose.
See, now that's a sad kill. Okay, but while I'm out here, I am going to kill some of these spiders. Ants, I mean. But check the... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, that was bad timing. That was bad timing! Okay. I'm just going to giddy up out of here. Oh, God! Okay. Whew. So this is actually the Billy Dog hot dog that was mentioned in the commercials at the gas station, which I think that's hilarious. One of them was dropped in the backyard. And the ants are actually here chowing down on it, which I think is hilarious. If we had a better axe, we can chop it, and you can make certain things with it, and also eat the hot dog as is, which I think is hilarious. Get out of here! Get out of here! Go, 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 go! Sorry, ant buddy. Okay. All right. Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. Now that little boop, 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 that is an indicator. Come on, stamina. Come on. Oh, man. Big hit. Big hit. So that's an indicator that there is another science station nearby. One of those little field stations. And that's super, super handy. Okay, I thought I heard another set of footprints. Thanks for showing up to help. Appreciate you.
Worse than my mom's
Brussels
Brussels
sprouts.
sprouts.
And so you want to find as many of those as you can. Or you want to unlock them all. Okay, so there's some stink bugs ahead of us. So, Miss Marin, be careful. There's a stink bug straight ahead. Pushing out some gas, so be careful because you're running exactly into the direction of it.
Might up ahead. Look out, look at the backyard. You know what they say? A foolish consistent is the hobgoblin of little mice.
Oh, little mites, little mites. I'm almost dead, actually, so I gotta be careful. All right. All right, all right. Now let's go ahead and find that thistle plant. That's my goal. But yeah, we are actually pretty close to some stink bug territory, so be careful over here. Do be careful. All right, now sap is super handy. You want to, much like grass, you want to acquire a lot of those, or as much of those as you can. I'm pretty sure that's a spider hole. And here's, I love this too. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to take your stuff. I am going to be making a trip back to camp, and I'll drop off all the things I have, including the ant parts that I have. So, Miss Marin, I will drop these off, and you can make that armor if you like. I'll be right back with them. But so I love this. There's a little lunch out here. There's a Billy Dog hot dog, cookie, apple, and now it's all just tipped over. And I just think that it's just so creative. I love it so much. And I don't remember that pumpkin being there, so that might be a little holiday update. I like it. Okay, so here we are. We are in another field station.
Verbal transcription unit 89.4.14. Order number 80.
Virgil, are you there?
Yes, sir. It appears that the
Raw
shrinking process
science.
has not overly affected my functionality. I do not know how this is possible. I previously believed that all the
Okay,
parts of my
little threat
functional
detector.
unit were
Also very handy
restored
on your
operation.
scab. It will tell you
Apparently they were
when
not.
something's aware of you or attacking you
That
even.
means I have some extra storage space.
Haha, very philosophical. Do you feel anything else?
Might try to craft up some
No,
meds.
everything appears to be the same. Though I have come to realize that this world is absolutely covered in filth. It is quite concerning. You may wish to wash your hands before returning to work.
Okay. So that log system, by the way, so this Dr. Wendell, I'm pretty sure it, oh, jeez, wrong button. He is the scientist behind this whole thing, and so we're gonna find a lot of his logs and kind of what brought him to this point, and blah 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 blah. But I'm excited to see how all this goes at this point, because I completed it a while back, but there wasn't really an end game. It was just like you can beat the current process, but there's still more to come. So, but it is kind of interesting. But I'll probably just kind of skip past it as best I can. All right, so I think I'm actually quite close to a spider. Yep. So that's just a little guy. That's a baby spider. So the big mama, I think, is very close. Yep. Oh, look at that orb weaver. Yep. So I'm actually going to try to...
Taking a look. Got one.
Boom. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is dumb. But...
I've thought about this in circles for days now, and I've come to a decision. It's time to restart spacer development. Ominent may not believe in it, but I know its potential. Though I must figure out how to return shrunk objects to their original size. The first step will be to address the particle transcription errors. It seems almost certain that the irregularities are responsible for the failure during the demonstration. Burgle, Please bring up all the lab data about the unknown particles.
Happy to be of service. Notes will be prepared and delivered to your table
I want
in
these two to stop talking.
4 hours or less.
What I hate, these mites are relentless. Really relentless.
Delivery estimate will be prepared in 2 hours or less.
An auspicious beginning.
All right, now that they've been quiet, Pibe87, welcome back. It is great to see you. Saying you should broadcast Marauders. It rocks. I am not familiar with Marauders. Wrong button. So I would be very curious to look into that. What is Marauders? What kind of game is that? But either way, thank you for stopping in, and that sounds awesome. I'll have to check it out. Welcome, welcome. And of course, let me know how you're doing and how your week has been. Okay. I'm really struggling. I could have swore that I knew of a thistle plant around here, but I just can't seem to locate it. I'm teasing myself with these little purple ones, but I need to bandage myself up. That's what I really need to do. Get my inventory open, consume, and I think we'll just do 2 just to be safe. Miss Marin says, "I'm a bit. Can you mark the baseball?" Yes, absolutely. That was another thing. I actually have. That. I have the little sign built, but I didn't finish the whole process of marking it. So yes, it's a new game like Escape from Tarkov, but shorter and in space. Everyone's going nuts on it. Well, that sounds phenomenal. So Marauders it is. All right, I'm gonna have to mark that and check that out because that sounds very much up my alley. I have been told to try Tarkov, but I really do enjoy a difficult survival sim. But that one just, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I might get really frustrated. But either way, that sounds really cool. And it's always fun to see other players go crazy, NPC or otherwise. I'll leave that guy for now. Now that crow call is typically an indicator that the crow has dropped a feather, which not very important right now. We'll cover that in the future, but it's good to know if you're ever in the market for crow feathers. All right, sap. I still can't believe that I can't make stairs, or not stairs.
Not bad.
I can't make a floor yet. I feel like I'm. How am I missing? What have I not done to make a floor? I just can't figure it out. It'll come to me. We'll get there. No big deal. Okay, but in the meantime, we've got some rope. We got some of this stuff. We got all that. Arrow. Boom. Okay, still looking for the thistle. So I want to... Oh, my goodness. I think... Yep, that's it. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to drop off the spider parts that I said I would leave for Miss Marin. I'm going to leave my gnat fuzz. I'm basically going to leave all my stuff. Just in case. Aphid. I'm going to actually keep those. I'll show you why in a second. All right, boom, boom, and... All right. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. I'm not going to be deterred. I will not be deterred. Okay, to make a shield, you actually need raw weevil meat, so I'm going to grab a few of them before I get home. Don't deter me, and I immediately get deterred from my own goal. So, you might ask, why the baseball? And there's a lot of really cool places to make a base, and you can make a base anywhere. You can really build anywhere. It's very freeing. And oh, so here we are. Boom, thistle. Now check this out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Whole bunch of arrows are gonna be coming out of this. Because it's a baseball. Okay, DJ wins. DJ wins. That's phenomenal. Smallheim and baseball. Love it. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. That's really good. Alright, boom, 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 boom. But it's a great place to create a safe space for your base. Safe space for your base. And also, ooh, nice. Well, I'm here.
Nice. New one for the bestiary.
Bestiary. It's also really plentiful with building resources and crafting resources in its easily accessible area, and you start right by it, so of course that helps. Boom. And I see a little dewdrop up here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And a little drink while I'm at it.
Don't even need to boil it.
Yes, Miss Marin, please organize the bins however you like. And also, Miss Marin, if you like, there is that... Actually, I wonder if I have to do it. I'm not sure, but there is a map marker right next to the workbench that I built a little bit ago. And if you want to... Actually, I can do it. I'm right here. So I love this. You can also mark anything, and you can put down general indicators of what you think that should be. So I'm going to choose the house because, of course, this is going to be our base. And I think for the default, let's just keep it at that, actually. Yeah. So now, as far away as you'll be in centimeters, adorably, it will show you the distance to that item. Okay. Why me, says Scanned Grass Plank. And you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it again because I swear that it is something I haven't done. But why me? I've never seen you around here. Welcome. It is phenomenal to have you. Great to stop in and check out the action. So cool. And I also want to say, yeah, welcome to everyone that's been here forever. But I also, while I was out of town, I also gained a few new subscribers and met some really phenomenal people as well. So thank you to everyone who's been making this happen. We are super close to our goal of 100 subscribers. So I'm very excited to see if we can get there. Hopefully by the end of the year, I think is awesome. But, you know, we're coming up on our year anniversary in February. And by then, I'm really hoping that we'll have 100 subscribers. But yeah, if you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button. But why me? Welcome in. Let's go ahead and test the theory, because I could have swore I did the grass plank already, but if I didn't, I will be so mad at myself.
My mom always says I light up a room.
So let's see. Because, yeah, if I've been ignoring that, that's hilarious. So I could have swore that was one of the first ones I did. Okay, so good. Okay, good. I'm happy that I had at least done it. So that's good. I don't feel as stupid. All right. This should allow us... Probably nothing. Oh, spike strip. Cool. So that's good for base defense. And I actually have a nice little strategy for that with the baseball. I love little diagrams. Okay, so Miss Marin, I'm going to come back to you to home base right now. And then I think we should sleep. Which sucks is actually I just got a full... This is always the tough part. You have to kind of balance what you're working towards. Because I just filled up my health and my hunger and thirst. But you know, it's... Let's see, what time is it? It's... What's that? 8 o'clock. So it's still pretty early. And a lot of this game you do kind of spend running around the woods running away from animals. So if you're feeling adventurous, Miss Marin, I think we should book it to the oak tree. I think we can make it there by nightfall. And once we're there, that'll give us a few minutes. Nice. That'll give us a few minutes to explore there, which is going to be a bit more robust of a explorative area. So I'm full on all my stuff. Ooh, but here's what we're going to do before we go anywhere is we're going to be smart. And I'm going to make that's 100 arrows right there. Boom. Also, what's really cool is the bow, or the arrows are actually retrievable. So if you shoot some, it's a little annoying, but it's also nice. You'll just see a sea of arrows scattered all over the ground. It's kind of funny. Now, sort. Oh, I love that feature so much. Man, that makes me happy. Okay. So you know what? First things first, before we do that, so the night is still kind of young. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get 2 more Weevils. Actually, Miss Marin, do you have a bow or a shield?
Right up ahead. The goblin of the backyard.
Because my goal is to build a shield and to kind of put away my stuff, and then we're going to go to the oak tree. But I would like to have a. Okay, it says I don't think so. Well, then I'm going to try to get enough stuff for a bow as well, and a shield. If not 2 shields. I wish there was sneak attack in this, though. I don't think there is. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. All right. I still just can't believe that. I mean, I'm not crazy, right? I mean, I don't see anything for a floor. I'm dumbfounded right now as to what I haven't done for a floor. And all it takes to build it is a grass plank, so it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't be available right now. Okay. So here's kind of what I was saying about the baseball. I love that Weevils are very handy, especially early game, and I really like that there's a whole bunch of them around here pretty much all the time.
Get that ant go.
Oh, nice. All right. I don't see floor in my crafting menu either. Okay, so I'm a little afraid that honestly, it might be bugging out. I don't know. I don't really know. But we'll figure it out. We'll get there in the end. And again, that's probably my favorite part about the baseball is it's a safe space no matter what. There was actually one time in my other build as Pete, actually, okay, 15 more brain power, and we'll unlock the level that should give us a floor by default, either way. Hey, Von Fink, welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. We are just kind of getting prepared for our journey to the oak tree, or kind of the summation of chapter 1. All right, now this raw science that will help actually...
Scientific breakthrough.
Yeah, it's a breakthrough, yes. That will actually get us over the hump, I think, for what we want to do. Okay. Brain power. Let's just see. Let's just see. Well, that's all clothing and... Huh. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. We'll come back to this. All right, but for now, I'm going to head home. Yeah, that's as good a time as any. Let's get some snooze.
Need to recharge.
I also like this. Huck! Shabam. Sleep for 8 hours. All right. Need to take a moment. Be right back. Miss Marin, not a problem. Floors require 4 glass planks. Do you have enough? I do have enough, but it should be just the. It should be the blueprint at least unlocked. So let's see if maybe I have to go into the workbench first. Go into this wall triangle. No. That's so strange. Oh! I think I just got it. I don't know if I've researched. Players will find the multi-story base of the raw science upgrades. Okay, so really, it's the raw. I didn't want to mention the upgrade yet because we haven't encountered it. So that's the only reason I didn't bring that up, and I also didn't think it took that long to get floors. Okay, so this will all make sense in a moment when we get to the oak tree. So I think, Miss Marin, if you're set for that, oof, that's gonna be gross.
Just close your eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder.
Hydration is the key to
I love that
performance.
Pete is just like terrified of everything. We will roast as well. All right, so I will leave that for Miss Marin because that was hers, and I'm gonna cook these aphids. Sorry, guys. All right, I could use a little water
That ladybug would be a menace boxing out in the paint.
because Hoops is a player of the basketballs. Okay, so I'm gonna organize my arrows, which I have plenty, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and just eat this, make some space. And then, how much do I need for a shield? Shield. Shield. Okay, nice. Okay, we can't do it anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. By the way, thank you, DJ, for the research, letting me know what I was missing. We're gonna go fix that. We're gonna fix that pretty much right now. So maybe let's see. These will go here, these will go here, those will go here, these go over there. And these, you know what, I'm actually gonna cook the weevil because I can't actually make the shield until we go to the tree anyway. Because that will allow us to make something that we can only get from over there. Alright. Cool. So it sounds like we're ready to rock, good to go. I would like to make a torch. And I can, cool. Let's make a bunch. So we will want them. Also, much like I've bemoaned the the fact that in Valheim you can't craft from chests around you without mods, of course. Vanilla you can't, but this is phenomenal. I love that you can build something on the workbench and it pulls from everywhere around you. Okay, Miss Marin, I'm coming down to you. And then if you're set, let's book it to the oak tree. How's that sound? Also, they have extensive emotes. Oops, wrong button. All right, let's ride. See, my depth perception is still thrown off with first person, I gotta say. All right. Alfie's update taking a little bit longer than anticipated. That's totally fine, my friend. I hope that you're happy sticking around for a little while. But hey, whatever makes you happiest. It's not a small update, and so definitely let it do its thing. And again, I really love playing this game. It's I found such a happy time playing it. But more than I gotta say, to the counter of that, this game gives me the heebie-jeebies more than any I've played in the longest time. I get so just grossed out and just icked out from the sounds and the... oh, jeez. Good man.
Ants coming through. Yo, ants.
When you're getting chased by bugs or when you just hear spiders, there's some... oh, man, it just makes my skin crawl. I've played this game so many times and just been covered in goose flesh. Just so... blah. But that's great. I think that, the sound design because of that is exceptional. All right, Miss Marin, you did separate him. Awesome. All right, let's keep rolling. Now, this part of the game is definitely more dangerous. There is a lot... there's a lot of stuff in this area that will try to kill us. Oh. See, I'm not blocking at all, and I'm burning my stamina, so this is exactly how you don't want to fight. And sometimes I do actually really like that the ants will just run away, like they're not the worker ants, at least they're not all about killing you, or like if they take too much damage, they're gonna screw off because they don't want to die. But you do have to be careful. A bit of a warning. Be careful sprinting through these woods because a lot of times you can run from what was an easy fight into a very dangerous fight. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. Now. Oh shit. Oh jeez. Okay, Miss Marin, there's an Orb Weaver right, like 12 feet to your upper left. Okay, so let's go around the other way. Now those Orb Weavers, last I fought them, they were very susceptible to axes, and so I like using the axe against them. But that's, you really want to have a shield and be good at blocking when fighting ants, or anything really, but the spiders in particular. If you do not block, you're going to get smoked. But as we're up here, check this out. So now we have found these wonderful acorns. So I'm going to start busting them up. I'm going to bust them, and then Miss Marin, if you want to pick them up, that'll be a nice little teamwork right there. And I'm going to get a whole lot of them because that actually is going to create some really, really awesome armor. And whenever we get friends in here, I want to have some stuff available for you as well. So acorns are super handy, and much like everything else, they will also recharge. So you'll get acorn bits, pieces, and the tops, which you can use for a bunch of different stuff. So, all right, always good to get all the sap. And you'll see these little let's see if I can find one. There's actually sap deposits that will drip, and you can make something out of the acorn tops, like a collector, a sap collector. And yeah, look at this. So if you put a sap collector right below this, when you come back, it'll just be a big pool of sap to collect, which is great. Miss Marin saying that some of the acorn parts are disappearing. I think that might be me by default, just picking them up because I'm a creature of habit. Sorry. Okay, but now that we're here, we've picked up some of those pieces. I think we just keep making our way into the next bit here. Now this underneath the tree. Look at these guys. Look at these monsters.
Mark that one off the list.
Some of the most dangerous creatures in the game. And they're luckily sleeping right now, but those wolf spiders will ruin your day. Without hesitation. They're terrible. They will poison you and bring you down. Okay, Miss Marin, I am at the next science station. Nice, right behind me. Cool. Now this is what happened with that explosion. Whoa.
That glowy thing looks like some real nerd stuff.
You called?
Alright. When I see these straight, I might skip them for now. Just to keep them from talking over everything. Alright, raw science number 3. Boom. So we can now make some grub leggings and stuff. And all those things will come with the shovel. So basically when we I might even make it's a really, really good idea to have multiple oh wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, there's so many changes to this. I love it. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh, it's a really good idea to make an outpost everywhere. I mean, so many places you go. Make sure you have like a safe space to sleep, to store stuff, to make things, and you know, I like having a home base, but then small little places that can fit all of your needs. Okay. Those little folders you find, those are kind of some lore, things like that. I think they've added a lot of voice lines for these characters. I dig it. Okay, now this is kind of the end of chapter 1 right here with this guy. I'm going to interact with him in a second, because I just want to finish exploring the lab real quick. Well, kind of finish. Nice 500 science. I got the science, baby. Miss Marin, you... Why Me says there is nowhere safe from raids. That's probably true. Never safe, only safer. I've had a lot of luck with the top of the... Again, this is pre-final release. I've had good luck with the top of the baseball, because the twig is the only way people can get up there. But unless there's now airborne raids, we'll see what happens. But either way, you're probably right. There's not a lot of safe spaces there. All right. Well, now that we've pretty much exhausted stuff, prepare yourselves for a very annoying voice for the next couple of minutes. I'm not going to talk a lot during this one because I want to make sure we can listen to Burgle.
Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain.
All right, Burgle. Why me pointing out that bees and skeeters will both be raids, and I'm not looking forward to that, to be totally honest.
I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster.
Okay, so that was our fault.
And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted.
Damn it!
Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service?
All right.
This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
How come I can't remember anything?
You and I are both a little discombobulated. Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction.
Duh.
In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform, patent pending. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully your memory will return in time.
But who is? Dr. Wendell Tully.
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor. He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short order cook of the future. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully.
Of course.
Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks.
Yeah, he did.
And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted. To return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform.
So setting up the end game goal, I believe, and kind of how to get there.
Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
my readings indicate it is inoperable. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution. Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. ARG. I am sorry.
Arg.
It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected.
It appears that my new raw science containment field is working at 99% effectiveness.
Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer.
98.5%.
Right, Burgle, right.
So as the tape that Miss Mary picked up is playing, so basically, Burgle is now sending us on this quest to acquire the other memory chips that are sprinkled throughout the lawn. I think there was four? I think there was four. And they're all buried deep in some increasingly difficult labs and in areas like that. So basically, setting up the process in which to get bigger and head home.
Some messages for my family in case things do not go as planned.
Dr. Tully used two types of chips to back up my memory. Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able. Super chips are special, and
they're
they are
gold.
gold. They back up full directories of my memory system.
Nice. So those are the real special ones.
If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a super chip.
Super chip.
I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find.
Okay, now I'm gonna hustle through the rest of this because there's other labs, there's other stuff. A lot of arrows.
The lab looked, but we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab. The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing.
Uh-oh. So you remember what I said earlier about the arachnophobes letting me know if there's any problems? Basically, if we head the direction that I'm thinking, we will we'll be encountering a lot of spiders. So if there's any problems, let me know in chat.
Southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge, sending the coordinates to your scabby. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects. That reminds me. Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success. Head over to the ASL terminal and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too.
So this is super handy.
ASL grants access
And
in my
basically
small
it's
unless you have any have it exponentially.
basically this is now allowing me to have like little side quests. First of all, though, this is super handy, and now we can unlock things.
I have isolated the source of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process.
So now I can unlock doors, but now I can also go to this, and I can choose these quests. So let's see, find the grave robbery wriggle chip. I'm not going to do that one because that one is
Please bring up the readings for the irregular
that's a bit down the line of these. So this is actually perfect.
That name is going to get tiresome.
I'll accept that, and I'll accept that.
While you're at it, rename all references to the irregular.
And then check this out. Boom, 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 multi-story. Bam. Now give me a floor.
Order received. Raw science identified.
Now we can make a floor.
Cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those.
All right, we got 1,000 science left.
That answer is not permitted. According
I'm not going to bother with the cooking. Frankly, I think it's kind of a pain. Smithing station though is awesome because you can actually make, you can. Wait, do I already know or something? Is that why the thumbs up is there? Oh, it's a recommended choice. Funny. Okay, well then let me buy it. Why won't you let me buy it?
Things clean, there's experimentation to be done.
All right, so we have now kind of wrapped up floors. We've kind of wrapped up chapter 1. So now, I think the best thing to do is we're gonna head back. Actually, you know what? I think the best thing to do is I want to put together a tiny little base. It's going to get attacked and destroyed. It's not going to work out well. But I want to build a little simple base on the shore. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that. There's the floors. Man. I guess typically I kind of run here pretty quick because I know that this is where you unlock a lot of stuff, but I didn't think it was going to be that far down the line. Anyway, all right. The reason I say I want to build a little base, though, is because I really want to make a shovel because I don't want to run there, run back, run there, run back. So what do I need to make? What do I need to make a shovel, actually? I just need a couple of sprigs. So never mind. Actually, let's not even bother with the little base, Miss Marin. I'm just going to go ahead and, oh shoot, I gotta try to find a sprig, or a couple of them actually. You'll learn what biomes house certain things as you play along, but it's not always, it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. You'll think, oh, look at all these clovers, and there's not a sprig to be seen, when that's all you need. There we go, there's some. All right, nice, nice, nice. Also good to sip on some soda while it's here. Boom. All right. Miss Marin, I'm just grabbing a couple things, but I'm going to come right back to you before we head home. This is a slightly more dangerous area. It's surrounded by a lot of spiders and such, but these roses, you can actually pick up the fallen petals. Or used to be able to. I do feel like a lot of my knowledge is outdated, so let's see if it still holds true. All right. A bit more water, great. Huh, okay, so no petals anymore. Tricksy hobbitses, all right. I'm also there's so much stuff now that I could see in the opening cinematic and also just looking around now, and it's so cool to see the additions that are there that I haven't explored yet at all. Because in my other game, like I said, I've explored a lot of it, even under, like, there's this whole, let me show you this. There's a whole koi pond with a massive koi in it. And there's a whole world under here. I mean, we'll actually have to go down there at some point in the game to acquire the, one of the chips that Burgle was asking for, but it's amazing. But kind of terrifying. You all know my history with water, and I'm not a big fan of it, so definitely a spookier space, but you get used to it. Okay, so now that I've got some sprigs, let's try. Let's make a little shovel action. Put that on the right spot. Let's see. What do we want to swap? Let's swap that. Actually, no. Let's swap. Where's my hammer? Did I just drop my hammer? Oh, I see. All right, let's get that out.
Power of Helion, champion of the sun.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do that, and I'll do that. That's better. Okay, so now I really want to keep my ears peeled. You can kind of hear that. You can kind of hear the rumbling. And I showed you earlier, but now we're going to dig one of these up. Miss Marin, be ready, because these sometimes are not what we want. But this is a grub, which is exactly what we do want. They're disgusting, but very, very handy. This is a great area to dig up grubs and things like that, though. They're pretty plentiful around here. But as long as you keep your ears peeled, you can find them a lot of places. But the tough part is just seeing the... There we go. The tough part is finding the source of the rumbling. There we go. But you always want to be prepared to hotkey to your main weapon, because I'm not going to spoil a surprise yet, but there's some enemies that will surprise you. Hey, buddy. So always be ready. Always be ready. Alfie, not a problem though on the delay of the update. I know I've said this about a lot of games, but I think this would be a really fun option for a little multiplayer action outside of our normal stuff. So hopefully people will want to join in, have some interest in it. If you haven't already, please, of course, if you don't mind, hit that like button for me. Let me know if this is something you're digging or not. Feel free to leave a comment after the video is over. But yeah, please hit that like and let me know what your thoughts are. But whatever you're comfortable with. All right, I can hear the grumbling, but I can't seem to locate where it is. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, definitely hopefully you'll join next time. And I think there will be a next time for sure. You've unlocked floor. Where is that grumbling? Sometimes it's... Oh, I've done this to myself on my own. There's a little fire flicker. And it actually sounds very similar to the grumbling of the grubs underneath the ground. So that was my mistake. Okay, where's Miss Marin? Right behind me there. So as night falls, as with most games, a lot more danger kind of comes out to present itself. But, of course, this game there's always danger. But those wolf spiders in particular, they are fans of the dark. They're pretty much nocturnal, but there are some bad Larrys. Okay, I'm gonna go back, and I know I'm gonna need a few more grubs. Nice. All right. Nicely done. Thank you, Miss Marin. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. One, I want to see if I can make... I do love this too. I love that you can actually make stuff away from camp. It's not always workbench dependent. So like... Let's see. I can make... not many. Okay, I'm actually going to chop down some of these clovers, and I'm going to make a bit of armor, because those are two of our daily quests. And then, Miss Marin, I'll actually just drop the armor, because I'm not I think I'll be okay for now. But now that we've got those, we can do one of this. Oh, I don't have any room in my inventory, do I? Let's see. That's raw. Let's eat you.
Salt.
Craft. Like it. Oh, here I am speaking the praises, and yet you'll see down here. No, it requires a workbench, so that's fair, totally fair.
Whoa.
All right, so Miss Marin, I think let's go ahead and boogie on home as fast as we can, which is 400 centimeters away. But keep your ears peeled for another grub, because that was very, very handy. You know what? Let's be a little adventurous. We're going to head up a bit closer to the spider nest and try to track down some more grubs while we're out here, because we will need more grubs for more shields, I think. Shields and something else. Well, actually, even the grub armor is good. It's a good set of armor. Nice. Filthy creatures. Alright, I got a feeling I got at least... Uh-oh. It's never good when ominous music comes gently blowing into your headphones. Alright. The fear is overtaking me. Alright, I think cut our losses, or not even losses, let's go ahead and just Walk away while we're on top. I'm just going to research a few things while I'm here. Nothing came out of that. That's okay. Nothing came out of that either. That's kind of a bummer. All right. And some boost juice. Okay. Let's... Oh, shoot. Okay, so we're actually on the wrong side of a dangerous little thing. So let's cross back over to the other side of the wall. Uh-oh. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Like I said, especially at nighttime, everything just gets so much scarier. And I think that was just the gentle hum of a ladybug, but it's still kind of terrifying. Alright. Well, I can't see shit. And I can't... Let's see. Okay, we're just going to eat you too. There we go. Yep, ladybug.
I'm not sure if location marked.
Okay, I'm not trying to do that. There we are.
Sounds like it's all clogged up.
There we go. Alright. Eyes on me. Hopefully that means you're okay.
Whoa, over here!
Nice. Okay, so this is another grub. Very good. And I think I hear another one. Oop, there we go. Nice. Wow, we're getting pretty lucky. All right. Oh, Weevils. Oh, come on. Yeah. If you don't kill those grubs right when you dig them up, by the way, they will resubmerge. Just as a little tip. Okay. Thank you for the heads up and for the excellent use of emotes there, Miss Marin. Great job. How you doing on hydration? I got a little drop of water here if you need it. Or slurp puncho. Oh, by the way, if you hold your left control on a keyboard, you will crouch and sneak. Very useful. You can, of course, always drink dirty water on the note of hydration, but that will make you a little sick, so you always have to think about that. And how dire is your situation?
No water filtration tablets needed.
All right. But now that we've got a floor, or we've unlocked the floor, I should say. Raw grub meat. I am going to need those weevils. I'm going to need raw weevil meat. At least 3, I think. So now that we have that, this is what I like to do. Here's how I like to do it. Oh, oops. One, having the access to the blueprints. This is, I love this so much, especially with multiplayer. I think it's going to be really great to be able to communicate what we're trying to do here. So, all right. Super easy, just like that. Just kind of create a general design. And look how forgiving that is. Like the support, it's pretty good. The nighttime music is phenomenal. Yeah, they're really, really good stuff. Very chill, very enjoyable. But yeah, so this is how I like to begin my baseball base, or my base ball. Is get these floors first, and then you can build up from there. I'll show you what I mean by that. So actually, I'm probably going to do one more. Yeah, we'll get crazy with it. I think we'll go out to here. My ball base, yes. That's what I should have said. Reminds me of Minecraft. I would have to take your word for it. I don't have a lot of experience in Minecraft. So, now, of course, although it is surprisingly forgiving with the base stability, I still like to complete it, make it look nice. Okay, and then from here, do some stairs. Come on. Okay, so that actually won't count as supported quite yet. That's totally fine. Because here's what you do, is you actually build some scaffolding, which I'm a sucker for scaffolding. I love it. I love doing that. Boom. We'll do that. Actually, you know what? Maybe. Ooh, that might... Well, here's what I like to do, is make sure you build things you have first. So, Miss Merritt, I would say if you want to start acquiring a bunch of grass planks, that would be awesome. Yes, and your point about sleeping and kind of using up your hydration bonuses and things like that, that's kind of you want to keep an eye on that. So yeah, definitely kind of find that balance of what do you need more of at the time? You know, do you need sleep just to pass the time, or would you rather have your health and hunger? I'm also going to show you a really cool I'm going to show you a really cool thing here. So I can drop my pallet right there, and then check this out. I'm going to go ahead and just chop a whole bunch of grass stalks. I'm just going to let them fall. Unfortunately, there is no damage to each other, much like you can't make like a Valheim-style tree farm, unfortunately. But just like Valheim, you do have to manage your stamina as well. Okay, now these are the stalks in particular I was talking about that I will definitely chop the stumps of, because luckily, DJ, no, you cannot die from stem falling. It is not it's not the death trap that we're accustomed to. Okay, so my inventory is very full right now. Let's see. I probably don't need the 100 arrows that I have right now, but let me show you what I'm leading up to here. So I'm gonna load up my pallet, and once it's full, you can actually pick it up and move it, even when it's totally full, and you're carrying a full load of stems or planks. Which is super handy, so you can actually load up, I think, I lost count, but I think it's 30. I think it's 30 planks, and you can move this wherever you want, totally full. And so I like to use it like a big old wagon, essentially. And you can do the same thing with the stem holder, and when you have the ant armor, you can carry 8 planks and stems. So it definitely is a way faster and more efficient way to move things around. The problem is, here's where you kind of got to know what you're up against. Is if you don't have, or I'm sorry, if a threat is detected, you will it will auto drop your pallet. It'll force it out of your inventory, or like, because you can't build in combat. So it will say, oh, you can't have that, and it just kind of puts it back where you picked it up. So there's been a couple times where I've had to try to remember where the hell I put everything, and I found a pallet full of stuff in the middle of the woods. Okay, now this is, there we go, and then boom, 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 boom. Nice, nice, nice. And then just to give it a little light for the subject, boom, turn that on. Now let's see. That'll be okay. So basically what I want to do here is I just want to get enough of a base where we can be comfortable. And, you know, we're not wrapping up quite yet, but we're going to... I want to have a nice little space for us to be able to chill. Now there is, although I said there is some form of leniency when it comes to the stability, there certainly is. There are still rules you need to follow, and you need to be able to support your building somewhat. So I do like to build more scaffolding than I probably need, but I also just really love the scaffolding. I don't know why. I just really dig it. We need 2 ant for an arm. Oops. Okay. By the way, how many times I've done that? If you're holding a bunch of stuff and you fall off a high area, accidentally hitting Shift, which is your sprint button as well, you'll drop everything in your inventory, and it's a pain in the ass sometimes. All right, let's do this. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll do this then. And also, this is a pain in the butt part of just not having the organization of your somewhat decent base yet. So it's all just moving around and trying to keep things in the right order. There we go. Nice, Miss Marin, busting out the ant guards. Nicely done, nicely done. Okay, and then let's cover these with some floors. Now, I will say I love the stem floors the most, but it's a lot of resources that right now it's a lot to take on. So, so for now,
Safety first.
we will just do grass planks. All right, so there's that. All right. I think in about 10 minutes here, we're going to take a little break just as a heads up. So nothing major, just a few minutes to step away. I need a new beverage and all that fun stuff. How do we get acid gland? Asked Miss Marin. That is from. I was kind of hoping we would have this encounter when we were out there. So, spoiler alert. If you dig up one of those little bumpy spots in the ground that we got all those grubs from, sometimes that will be a larvae, which are disgusting and kind of terrifying. And from those larvae, you will get, and they're these big pincery sort of things, and they will hunt you down. Like, they are very aggressive, and from them they have a drop rate. I think it's like 30 to 50% or something like that to actually drop acid glands. You can also get them from, well, really any venomous or poisonous creature. So spiders, larvae. There's a few different ones that you can get that from. Okay. I need to get a torch. Actually, here I need to dump out my inventory. Goodness gracious. What a mess. And it doesn't look too dark. If it's too dark on your screens, of course, please let me know. Mine, it doesn't look too bad, but I know it is not how we like it, so let's fix that. Oh, how nice is that we can just run up the baseball now? Love it. All right. Alpha says they might be able to join us. Awesome. Well, you are more than welcome, my friend. Like I said, the password and all that stuff is in the chat, in Discord. All right. But I need to dump out my inventory. That's what I need. I'm going to take a new torch because I need one of them. And let's cook the gnat meat. That'll be cook you. But so the reason I keep saying that I'm cutting the grass around us is because I hate having all these stems growing into my base, our base, I should say, at this point. And so that's why I'm chopping all them down within a little radius around us. All right. So my goal is I'm basically going to start getting a bunch of stems to make scaffolding, and I'm going to basically set up a little blueprint of what we're looking at. Update is 95%. Nice. Nice. No rush. Take your time. Do what you got to do. We're going to be here. But like I said, yeah, just a few minutes. Probably step away, take a break. But I am going to knock out a couple daily tasks. So check this out. Clover hood. Craftorama. Clover poncho. Craftorooski. Boom. And so you get pure science for that. And then I can go ahead and equip.
That should keep me safe.
And equip.
Safer.
Alright, but while I'm here also... Okay, so I would need a bunch of rope. Rope. You always need so much rope. It's really crazy. That's actually the other thing when you have... if you do stem floors and things like that, is it's so much rope. But I love it. I love it. That's my favorite kind of floor. Okay. So let's see. We need... you got to be careful with acorn stuff. While it does provide heavy armor, you actually are more susceptible to attacks because creatures want to eat the acorn, and so they see you as a basically walking snack, which is pretty hilarious. Red ant helmet. I will... Actually, no. Here's the thing. You also got to think about this. Don't make some things right away. See if there's actually a mission for it, like we just did to make the armor. So I'm gonna roll the dice with this one, but nice. Gotta make sure I equip these. Bam! Look at that suit of armor. Awesome. Well, armor. All right. Very cool. Very cool. So now we actually can go get more tasks from the ASLR. I forget the acronym for it. Oops, I don't want that there. But while I'm doing that, Miss Marion, you'll see I'm just dropping some scaffolding blueprints just to kind of give an idea of where I'm going to come back to build to. Boom, boom, boom. I also do appreciate that it's not overly expensive for these initial scaffolding. It could be, 6 a pop, but it's only 2, which is nice. And I got a couple good spots to get some stuff. All right, I need to finish dumping on my inventory. That's kind of cool, actually. But no. All right, so grab those. So we're gonna empty this out. All right, acorns, you can go there. I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you.
They're worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. It would be, let's be honest, it would be pretty tough to choke some of this stuff down. Miss Marion, I'm very sorry. I definitely have kind of screwed up a lot of your inventory management, so my apologies.
Nature's lollipops.
All right. Well, now that you're here, I'm gonna. Oh God! I just. That was totally intentional. Tried to do all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna start acquiring a bunch of. No need to apologize. I'm gonna start acquiring. Oh, I have the other one already. Cool. So. Start getting some stems. The husky weed, though, once you can actually harvest the husky weed, oh boy, I think it's triple the amount of stems that you get from a normal dandelion. They're so handy, but we need to kill some difficult enemies to get that. I think we have to take out like 4 or 5 spiders minimum, and we'll get there. All right. Now the stems are a little tricky. Sometimes they'll kind of bounce around in the grass top.
Nice and clean.
But you want to check out the pollen as well. You can track that stuff down. It kind of floats around a little bit. But sometimes the stems get a little caught up in the grass, so make sure you're keeping an eye on where it falls. You can't cut the stems. So there are dandelions, and then there's also husky weeds. Make sure you can actually use just a base level axe. You won't need an upgraded one. Make sure it's not a husky weed and it's a dandelion. I think where you are, there's a husky weed that can be confusing sometimes. All right, so I'm going to grab my stem holder. I'm going to sprint a little bit towards the science area of the field station. What's really cool also is you can see up there, so dandelions have that little tuft at the top, and so if you're ever trying to find one from a distance or even just at ground level, you can look up and look for that tuft and know that there's a dandelion right there ready and waiting for you. So look at this, there's one right there. I'll drop my holder. Oh, nice, and this man right here, very good. Boom. I think that was all of that. Nice, escapements, that'll make sense in the future. Now this thing's getting pretty full. I think I've got one more in me before I can take this back to base. But yeah, I think I'll fill this one up, and then we'll and then I'm going to step away for a minute. You all are welcome to keep playing. Alfie, how do I join? So, look for... Or... Actually... you just join by searching for friends under the friends list. I think as long as you sent me a friend request on Xbox, which should be fine. I don't think I have to accept it. I think it can just be... should be by default just accepted, at least I hope. But from there, you should just, it should be pretty simple. You just, okay, cool, nice. So that's full. Miss Mary, keep chopping that one. I'm actually coming to you, and I can grab 4 of those stems, and I can run them back if you want to keep chopping. And I think the others are up there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Awesome. Nice job. Nice job. All right, I'm gonna head back to base. I'm gonna drop this off, and then. But yeah, so Alfie. Just search for maybe real grass also. If I'm not popping up. Come on. Come on. Actually, I'll just try. Nice. Oh, jeez. Yep, that was my mistake. I've added you and the server isn't popping up. Okay, so I was having some issues with this earlier as well. Let's see. You know, let me go ahead. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to step away for a second, and I'm going to look and see if maybe I need to accept that friend request real quick. All right. Well, while Alfie is resetting their system. Yeah, actually, that is a good point. Miss Marin pointing out that that I actually had an upgrade or an update earlier that after I'd already updated anyway. I was very confused because I was having some issues getting all signed in, and it was like, oh, you have to do another update. I'm like, I just did the damn update. So we'll see what happens. But I think with the recent release and the influx of new players, I think they've had a few patches to make things a bit easier on everyone on their end. So you know, we'll get there in the end. We'll get there. But either way, I'm going to finish this floor as much as I can, move some stuff around, and then we're going to take a short break. All right. Boom. Beautiful. Go ahead and just move some stuff. And Miss Marin, actually, if you, so what I was saying is if you want to fill stuff up, you can actually take this with F or just pick it up to remove it, and you can run with it as a blueprint and then drop it in whatever area you're kind of harvesting stems or anything in, and you can carry a full stack of that. Oh, cool, and I can see where it comes from. That's hilarious. Okay. Now that I got that set, Miss Marin's working on the rest. And actually, okay, one last thing. So you do, yeah, I want you to cut, basically like if you see grass that is, basically growing into the baseball or into what will be our base, think about and picture it vertically, picture it very tall. Anything that's growing in that direction, yes, please cut down. Otherwise it just grows in the way and it's kind of annoying. Boom! Alright, that's a platform in the sky. Beautiful. Beautiful, not a bad start. Okay, I'm going to step away. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back momentarily. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a few. And we're back. All right, here we go. Getting back into it. I am seeing a heartbreaking message, though, so I see that Alfie is still struggling to get in. Now, I wish I could troubleshoot a bit better on that end right now. I really don't know what's happening with that stuff. Like I said, I was having trouble earlier, but then I upgraded to the final version of what they kind of wanted me to do, and it worked after that. So I just don't know right now. I think maybe for tonight, you know, we're in the last sort of 45 minutes or so. I think maybe we'll get this going again. We'll have a great time with it, but we'll be able to do a bit more of a setup ahead of time, and we'll get more people in here. Whoever wants to jump in would be great. And Alfie, I think, you know, it could be a couple different things, and I just don't know. Xbox was really weird with some of that stuff today, and yeah, I mean, as long as you got me in there, when you refresh, it should pop up. It should pop up right away. That shouldn't be a problem. You know, everything on my end is set up for a multiplayer to come in, so I don't really know right now, which is just such a bummer because I wanted you to drop in. But so hopefully we can get that sorted out pretty quick, because I hate relying on somebody like Microsoft to make things work the way we want it. It's like, it doesn't seem to have the best track record. Speaking of playing together, though, I did want to touch base with the real ones who have been part of it already, and those who haven't. I want you to come on in and enjoy it. We need to do part 2 of the Fenris Armor speedrun into the Frost Caves. And I was thinking, in the Discord, we threw in the idea of doing it on Wednesday. And that would work for me, for sure. But I was wondering to Mr. DJ Clayton if he would be willing to do an earlier start, if that would be possible. I do have some late night things that are kind of in the air based on what time we would all be able to start. I was hoping we could do maybe like a 5 o'clock start time, possibly, if that works for everyone. If not, of course, we can always discuss. But if you haven't been there for it, part 1, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. We did a group speed run. Master Misunderstood, who's not with us tonight, typically enjoys more of the Valheim streams, and so we'll probably see her then. Miss Marin, Alfie Guilford was there in spirit. I believe we'll be on this next run. Myself, and of course, DJ Clayton hosting over on Game Stream Tech. That's his new channel, and it's pretty awesome. And we did an epic sprint to the Frost Caves. We got really lucky and found a cave on the first island. Yes. That sounds like that'll work. Awesome. But yeah, we made our way through, made little huts and houses, and hunted as best we could, as speeded as we could. And I gotta say, although it was my first speedrun style gameplay, I think we did pretty good. I think we actually made some pretty good progress in the time that we had, and it was a lot of fun. And DJ did a great job showing off that world of his, and
choke it down, Pete.
And I think that we could definitely continue that on Wednesday. So that's going to be the second part of that. It was supposed to be a 1-part stream, but I turned into an old man or a pumpkin in mere moments, and I had to go to sleep. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to finishing up that run and seeing what happens, because that cave, who knows what's inside. We're making our way up the mountain towards it, and I think we'll be there sooner than later. But yeah, so it looks like Wednesday at 5. That's when everyone is going to be jumping over to Game Stream Tech to go watch this part 2 of the speed run. So feel free to join in. If you're not a part of the normal collective over there, I think definitely join in and say hi and make your voice heard, because that's well worth your attention. But so that works. And then I was thinking Saturday. It turns out I was gonna say we should do it Saturday, but then I actually ended up being scheduled a shift that I'm normally not scheduled, and I thought, if y'all want, we'll see. I always get a little nervous when I'm not here, but I don't have to babysit anyone. But I was thinking that maybe I could open up the server for everyone over in the Valheims, and if y'all wanted to put some work in on your builds, or if you want to explore some ideas, that might be a really cool time to do so. So let me know what you think of that. Saturday, again, I was thinking I could try to launch it, before I leave for work, and then just kind of leave it open until either myself or or my girlfriend have time to turn it off later on in the evening. But, you know, I'm floating that idea out there. I'm thinking about it. So, you know, last time I know it was kind of quiet on Saturday. We all have lives to live and all that stuff. So if we have other plans we'd rather take part in, that's not a problem. Just floating it out there. I know we're not getting our Valheim fixed this week, and so I here at least, and so I want to make sure to offer that to everyone, so I'm not restricting your building creativity. We can set up your world on my dedicated server if you like. That's exact. I was looking into that. Yeah, no need to have the computer staying on. My only concern with that is I do kind of like doing it as much as I like the idea of a constantly open world. I do also enjoy having it a bit more of that special thing where we can still build together. And although Saturday I wouldn't be there for the whole thing, you know, it'd be really fun to see everyone's progress. And I kind of like. I like the control. What can I say? Let's be real. Let's cut through it. I like the control. Oh God. But also at the same time, that's a great idea, and quite possibly I've been looking into some servers of my own to start up, because I feel like that's just something I should probably get going. But I got distracted, to be totally honest, so I didn't continue looking into it too much. All right, boom, boom, and see, this is when I like to pull these out. That's when you do the angle, because there's something. It doesn't matter. It still counts as support. But I can't stand the legs sticking out like that. I just can't stand them being that high up. So I will turn that. Boom. So the angle goes in, and I just feel so much better about it now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, wow. Miss Marin is... We are getting flush with the old grass pallets. Oh, man, this mouse of mine, I don't know what's going on with it. It's been double, I've been saying it for weeks now, so you probably heard me mention it once or twice, but it just keeps double clicking everything. And this is not a game where you really want everything double clicked. Nope. Nice. I like that the kids got pretty good hops in this game. They didn't skimp. Not skip leg day either. Now the one big danger at all points in this game that I'm trying to keep an eye out for, I should say, there's a giant wolf spider that patrols this region pretty much every few days. Every so often you'll see him roaming through, and that's when you really want to use that trick of keeping an eye on the old. On the grass, you know, seeing if it... No, damn it. You know, seeing if it's moving or not. Because, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. There's been plenty of times where I'll be sitting here building my base, and all of a sudden my little scab watch detector is beeping red, and I just hear the terrifying growl of a wolf spider hunting me while all I've been trying to do is build my house. It's terrifying. And just kind of a bummer, but... I'm hoping at some point we'll have some defenses set up that will show that spider who's who and what's what. Alright. Now I'm just kind of doing this again if people want to have a... This is kind of how I like to do it, so I mean, it's just a blueprint, and then if I go and do other tasks, and somebody wants to fill in the things I haven't done, it makes it really easy. And I just think that's such a brilliant use for multiplayer, you know? Ooh, you know, actually I just saw something I should change, though. I think there's actually a corner. Yes! How can I do it so that I really like that? Something like that? Like this.
Watch it. Speedy coming through.
I don't like that. You know, sometimes it's just good to build it and then mess with it later, because then you can kind of see it better. I feel a little bad. I'm just playing with Legos while Miss Marin's putting in the work. Alright, down to my... Alright, a few more. And then I think I'm going to try to get a shield. But that said, I would also like to get walls on this place.
Gotta breathe, Weevil. Weevil here.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Pathetic. But so I think a fun way to kind of, as we're getting down there, Gurgle set us on the quest of reaching the Hedge Lab. And it's not necessarily easy by any stretch, but I think we could probably make it happen tonight, I think. Oh, good, but as we're talking about the end of that, let's talk about the future of the next stream there. And Alfie agreeing that it would be quite nice to not start at midnight for once. So that 5 p.m. on Wednesday seems to be a good plan for everyone so far. That's awesome. Very, very good. Miss Marin loving the idea of the Saturday open as well. I like that. Very cool. Oh, funny. Look at this. I love it. Five Weevils? That's great. Oh. Okay, well, that was more your fault than mine, okay? Alright, so that was pretty close to it wasn't a perfect parry, but still, it was pretty good. Yeah, I think we could make it to the Hedge Lab tonight. So, Miss Marin, whatever you're comfortable preparing for yourself to go on a large adventure, let me know. Or just kind of start working towards that, I think would be your best bet. I don't know if you're a heavy armor person or what. I'm going to bring my bow because I've got a whole bunch of arrows, and I need to use them. Boom. I also just unlocked the recipe for a gas mask, which is a game changer. There's a whole section of this game, an area that's actually pretty close to us, a bit just to the east. Actually, I think that's east. Either way, over there, and it's a huge gas canister, like a fumigation canister, and the whole region is full of these terrifying, disgusting abominations, essentially. Let's get some light on the subject here. Okay, time to clear some space. One at a time, one at a time. Okay, and we should be able to, at this point, I'm fairly certain I should be able to make a chest. There we go, that's better. Alright, sap, clover, boom, boom, boom. I should be able to just put this right here. What? Oh, actually, here's an idea. I wonder if this will work. Can I make it in here and use the stuff out of the... Huh. guess I thought I had all this stuff. So what do I need? I need 4 shells, 4 sap, 4, 4, and 2. Oh, probably because my inventory is still ridiculously full. Okay. Wish there was a. Is there a? I wish there was a deposit all. Oh man. Dang it. All right. Well, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way, I guess.
Better than starving,
Engage.
I think.
Couple of these. I'm gonna take some of this. I'll be a little late for Wednesday, but I'll be game for Sat. Hell yeah, cool. Well, that sounds good. So that seems like, yeah, I think opening it up and yeah, if a few people want to jump on in. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna sleep before the hedge. I think I'm gonna take at least 10 minutes. Get organized, get crafted. I want to go there with as empty of a backpack as I can. So, yeah, we're gonna give the hedge some time. May I ask, have you played all the updates? I would imagine so. Why me? I think I beat it. I want to say I think I beat this game like 4 months ago or something like that, and I had played through things that I had never played up till that point. I hadn't played in quite a while, but then acorn shells, duh. So I think so, because I played it then, and then of course, I have it now, obviously. And so I don't think I've missed anything. I didn't play them as they came out. I kind of took it all as one, so I know there's a lot of stuff I missed, but I still definitely saw a fair bit, and it's been really cool, though, to see, even from that, to see the changes that they've made. Really, really cool. But yeah, so I think that sounds good. A couple people here keeping an eye on the world, of course. I think we'll leave the... I'll probably leave the password with my moderator, or moderators, and we'll just do it that way. So we'll chat about it in Discord and all that stuff. So if you're not there already, definitely jump into the Discord chat and join us for all the comings and goings of the real ones. All right, I'm going to move all of my junk into this. I'm going to deal with it later, like a real adult. All right, bring these. Cool. Because let's see. Okay. So I think the berries... I don't think I need my hammer going over there, so I'm not going to bring it. Whatever, that'll be fine. I will need my shovel. I'm going to need my axe. Spear, you got to have it. So now I just want to make a shield. That's what I want to make. Shield, shield, shield. Raw weevil meat. I need one more. Seriously, come on. And I had a bunch of torches. I also need to get a torch. There we go. Cool. Equip.
My mom always says I light up a room.
Alright, let's get another weevil. Wow. Definitely not getting Valheim vibes. The fact that I found exactly what I was looking for right away. That seems a little strange, to be honest. Ooh, actually, I should also go get some new quests. I'm going to do that right now. Because what if it's armor? But yeah, I think I have played all of those updates. So yeah, but what about you, Wymie? Have you played this before? Have you done just as much as you've seen already? Or oh, nice, Hunter of Aphids, very good. Let's see, Trowel Gulch. Trowel Gulch. Yeah, we'll take it. But yeah, have you played this as well, or have you done all the updates? Cool, cool, cool. That sounds pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So we've got that. We got a new quest. Nothing to research. Oh, funny. And I just found a weevil meat.
How many aphids is that?
You know, Miss Marin, actually, while I'm down here, I'll try to grab a few more weevils. I've got 6. I only need 2 more, and I'll try to make you a shield if you like. It will come in handy. hear that snoot? Uh-oh. Ah, oh, still mad, huh? Damn it. I'm not always the best at the parry, I'll tell you that much. It's always kind of been my weak point in a lot of games. I shouldn't say that, actually. The rhythm of Grounded is good, but it's much like bugs kind of seem alien anyway. It definitely has an alien sort of feel, like it's a little off. But again, they're bugs, so it's like, yeah, they probably would attack sort of strangely. Where'd the water go? Okay.
Nice and clean.
Nice and clean. So this is a very common bug that I've come across in my playthroughs, where, watch this, I guarantee you, if I chop this one down, that water dropper will just stay suspended in midair. And you say, well, it's probably just sitting on top of this one, right? Well, you tell me. Miss Marin saying she was trying to find it and couldn't find the shield. So yes, I will certainly just try to make it not a problem. I think this is the last Weevil I need. 8. Yep, perfect. Couple of shields coming up. Throw away my torch. Oh, I'm excited to build something cool though. I really like the base building in this. Hell yeah! All right, shield, shield, shield. Miss Marin, yours is down at your feet whenever you want it. And let's see. All right. But you know, for now, I'm not going to go crazy on the building. I'm fighting the urge right now to build a whole bunch. All right, do I have 2 stem? Do I have 2 stem? I don't think so. I must acquire more. But yes, I want to actually make some better armor. I want to... Oh, you know what? I am going to go shoot some soldier ants with my bow and arrow. I have decent armor. I have my spear and shield, so I'm feeling pretty equipped. Awesome. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is actually awesome. I'm going to let these two duke it out, and the ladybug should win. She's a ferocious lady, and that soldier ant, while tough... Oh, get it, ladybug. Boom. Alright. 1 soldier ant down. This ladybug is doing work. Yeah, she's a beast. See, I'm actually, you know what? I should try to aggro some more soldier ants and bring her this way. Now I gotta be careful though, because this area is also riddled with stink bugs, and they are very dangerous right now. Very, very dangerous. That gas mask I was talking about a while back, that is crucial around this part.
Detecting a soldier ant in our area. Proceed with caution.
All right, good. Where are you? Actually, okay, so I'm right next to the anthill, so this guy... Oh, he's not even mad at me. Now he is. There we go. Now, this is pretty handy. This, this plant, the dandelion, is... Actually, no. I was about to say this one's indestructible, but I would have been wrong. love the thwomp of these arrows. All right, I can't believe that worked out that well. That was awesome. This ladybug was a blessing. Hey, easy, tiger. Man, I didn't come here for a fight, okay? I just came here to harvest your kin. Miss Marin's love when the ladybug gets all mad. Alright, but it sounds like Miss Marin's also ready to head right to the hedge, which is awesome. I think I'm just gonna come home. It's a cute man. It is a cute man. I totally understand that. Alright, I'm actually gonna let her kill another one of these soldier ants. With my assistance. The little purrs, yeah. She, and like I said, they did a really good job of this, of really balancing, somehow making a lot of the bugs very cute. Like, very sweet, very cute. Hey, ladybug, you're not doing your job anymore. Come on. What are you doing here? Okay, what is going on here? This is weird. But yeah, I want to make some ant armor, I think, before I head on out. I wonder if they're attacking. That's really strange. Ooh, nice. I got the whole hill out here. This is crazy. So actually, I think, yeah, the ladybug is definitely this game's version of the locks for sure. I also love that she shakes the screen when the ladybug is all fired up. I mean, if they're all going to keep coming, I gotta just keep killing them, right? All these parts are going to come in super handy. How many got left? 59 arrows, nice. Do be careful down there as well, though, Miss Marin. Good to see ya. But do be careful. Oh, actually, I need to get back to cover. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ants that are coming out of the woodwork, out of the ant hill, I should say. So be careful if you aggro one, they all might come for you. Oh, that was a shot. Come on. Sounds like this, so I kind of want to explore inside of the ant hill because I wonder how much of it actually been drained out of there. Ah. Boom. Shot in the dark.
Let there be light.
You'll find arrows all over the place when you're in a huge fight like that. It's hilarious. They get flung and blasted, and they'll just kind of fall out randomly they'll randomly fall out of enemies that you shot them with. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, that is a spider ant. Or a soldier ant. Damn it! Yeah, that ant got me really good. So be careful, Miss Marin. I am down, but take care of yourself first. Make sure that you are safe. I can always come back. Wow, first death of the stream, though. Or, I'm not dead quite yet. But that ant is going to give her a tough time. So if you need to abandon ship, that's totally fine as well. But I would say try to find the ladybug and distract her that way. Ooh, nice. I'm down to 10 seconds.
Someone help me!
I'm down to 10 seconds on my health if Miss Marin can try to get to me.
You're
Nice, 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 nice. Boom! Thank you, Miss Marin. Wow. Literal life saver. Alright, you got a soldier ant on your back. I'm going to try to start sniping him. Boom. Now you're mine, punk. Thank you, Miss Marin. Saved my butt. And he's dead. That was super close. Super, super close. All right. Hell yeah. Well, I think we should get out of here while we got time. What do you say? Ooh-wee, that was way too close. I owe ya. All right, let's use another bandage. Hey, all right. Oh, we got 1 out of 8. Ooh, doggy. That got the old heart rate up. What's nice though is it's not overly punishing if you do die. You respawn at whatever your respawn point is, obviously, and some of your stuff will take damage, so that kind of sucks. Or sometimes I think you might lose an item occasionally, but I think it's really just damage. So nothing too serious, but you know, some parts are harder to acquire, of course, and sometimes like you need spider chunks to repair stuff. And although at some point your spiders kind of become far less dangerous than they used to be, just because you get stronger and better weapons and blah blah blah, it's still, come on, it's still tough to get some of the things, and so you gotta, you know, if you get a damaged piece of equipment or something like that, it's just kind of a bummer. But nothing unfixable. Okay, well, I'd say for this last quarter here, I'm going to drop these 2 off. Put down my last bit of flooring. I'm not going to bother with walls and all that this time. But I do want to see, so let's see. All right. So, Miss Marin, are you pretty much ready to go? Because that's new. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, well, I'm in love with that now. Ah. I didn't see that till just now. What's wrong with me? All right. Oh, hey, and I've got a whole bunch of acid glands. I don't know how. What was I just... Oh, right, the soldier ants. Nice, we got a whole bunch of... ant parts from that too. That was great. I mean, obviously, but that was really, really good. All right, so let's get some new armor in this bee. Ah, of course, Mite Fuzz. All right, you know what? Yep, I can hear them fighting, so I might as well go get the fuzz I need. I will say the mites are probably one of my least favorite enemies in this game. They are so annoying, but you need them, you know? This is a deceptively dangerous area. I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel here. No apology needed, Miss Marin. You did, in the end, come back and save me. So any misunderstanding was all good in the end. I appreciate you saving me. And yeah, so far we're on a no death run so far. I'd say that's a pretty good start. Pretty good start to our Honey, I Shrunk the Kids adventure. All right, that gives me 5 might. 5 might. But odds are I'll need more. Yeah, it is a good little pad, right? Nice little space. I figure I'll leave the walls off for now just to, in case people want to have some fun with it. The toughest part about this game with the building is really as you upgrade stuff and you get cooler resources and building abilities. It's like, oh man, I wish I would have done it like this. I wish I would have done it like that. And so you can always recycle stuff, which is cool. Oh, I need to use my shield. What am I doing? Right. Get out of here. You see that? Mites can fly through the air. Like, if you think you're far enough away, you're not. You're not even close.
The goblin of the backyard.
They are very, like, it feels broken almost. They can jump nearly infinitely, it seems like. Alright, let's head on home. Hey, Ladybug. Thanks for all your help earlier, by the way. I'm gonna kill you one day. But yeah, I think this, I think you can all see why I enjoy the baseball as the build. It's, yeah, they do have kind of a, or was the head crab inspired by the alien? Oh, wait, no. Wait. Was the head crab inspired by the mite? Whoa. And I'm actually going to move this over so that all this stuff is accessible from the workbench. Gas mask, we need a net fuzz and a stink bug part. I always think it's so interesting. You have to kill a stink bug to get the stink bug fighting thing. Anyway, I really like using the baseball though. It's just it's very centralized. It's a great location. You can build a pretty damn safe area up here. Of course, we haven't, as Wyme has pointed out, we haven't had any mosquitoes or bees yet, but we know they're coming. Damn it, David. Missed exactly where I was trying to walk to. I can tell I'm getting a little tired. Alright, and we're getting down there on time, so I want to make sure that we can get to the hedge. Because it will probably take us a little bit of time. Alright, I'm going to eat that.
Close your eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder.
Alright, that's all good there. So enough dinking around to just make the, there we go.
Feeling a little safer now.
I gotta say, I do love this armor, and what's really, really cool about it as well is that you actually, ants will actually befriend you or even just ignore you, so you can actually walk through their their lair and everything, and they're just chilling with you as long as you don't do anything wrong or out of place. You're good to go. Okay, so I've got 49 arrows. I got my bow. I'm just gonna repair. I want to make sure all my stuff's repaired before I go, real quick, which is almost done. Yeah. All right, Miss Marin, if you're good to go, I am also good to go. Let's do this. Now, I believe that the hedge is just... I think this is actually... Okay, oh, so that's... Okay, so yeah, the hedge is here, and unless they change it, of course, I think that right here is the... I think right about here is where we want to go. All right. And be sure to kill any aphids you see along the way, because we have a little goal to kill them.
No water filtration tablets needed.
Miss Marin says, nervous. Which is fair. This is definitely a slight increase in difficulty, but nothing we can't handle. And, yeah, we'll do everything in our power to keep each other alive. of course, keep your eyes peeled to the skies for those, to the tops of your grass fronds. This is when it's really useful, when you're traversing long stretches and you kind of get lost in the highway hypnosis of your journey. And that's when a spider creeps up on you. Oh, Miss Marin, you just scared the living bejesus out of me. I saw your helmet and it was right in my sight. And I was about to come out swinging. All right, let's keep on trucking. Now, a newer was the mosquitoes. Why me asked, kind of brought them up earlier, but they are... Oh, shit. Okay, so these... We were talking about these earlier. And not to tell you how to play Miss Marin, but I do recommend equipping your shield as well. That'll be beneficial. And I want you to see... but yeah, the mosquitoes, they've got a pretty good... Like, you can predict their pattern pretty well, but they can be a little tricky, but they are very beneficial to kill them and get their weapon that they produce, because it's really, really good. It's like this rapier that steals life. But in these swamps, especially, mosquitoes are they'll sneak up on you. Ah! They sleep up. The mosquitoes, they sleep upside down in this area, and very dangerous. Okay, but while we're here, look at this. So there are a lot of spiders in this area, large spiders and all that stuff. But while I'm out here, I also want to try to harvest as much of this blueberry leather as possible. But keep your eyes peeled for spiders and for a bunch of other threats that are around here. But let me go ahead and knock some of these down. Boom. Awesome. It just gets so dark in here. Ooh, beauty. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You got a larva.
I'm gonna dunk you.
Ha! Punk. That is definitely one of the enemies in this game that gives me the most heebs. Ugh, they just gross me out. All right. Uh-oh. This is also an area that is very good to have a Dandelion Tuft equipped, which I just realized. Okay, I've got half of one. But it's really easy to fall out of the trees, and so you want to make sure you got a little safety. All right, so here's the field station. While not the place we were coming for, this is kind of like the first step. Nice, so we can now make a chair. Bug rubber, which is very handy. And the larva blade, which is pretty solid. And yeah, there we go. Cool. Miss Marin needs a Dandelion Tuft then. You know, the tough part is I really don't remember how to get to the maze, or to the hedge. Well, how about this then? We're a few minutes away from it being 10 o'clock. We reached the field station out here in the hedge. We've gotten to the hedge itself. I think this might be as good a place as any to call it for the night. We kind of got a glimpse into this new biome and little peaks of it. But the hedge itself, the hedge lab, is a whole thing. It's a whole process, and it's going to be a nice undertaking. So I think it'd be even more fun with more people to take part in. So I think we can probably head out of here, head towards the Dandelion Tuft, get Miss Marin one of those, but really we're going to start winding down here. So I just want to start expressing my sincerest gratitude for all you that show up every week, all the time, and new faces that have been showing up as well. It's so awesome to have you, and I appreciate all the subscribers that have been popping in over the last couple of weeks, and you know, it's just, this is so much more fun with all of you, and every week is just more and more fun, and I appreciate that you're enjoying letting me branch out into some other games. You know, there's so much fun stuff out there that it's hard to stick with just one, and not want to see what else is out there, and this is a really fun expedition into something a little bit different. All right, Miss Marin is all the way over there, heading to the Dandelion. That's phenomenal. So I'll just meet her over there, but I'm gonna meet Miss Marin over there, get her Dandelion Tuft, but then that's probably what we're going to call it. So I'm going to go ahead and put Big David up here. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, everyone. It was a sincere pleasure. Thank you for hanging out with me. Wednesday, 5 p.m., we're going to be starting up part 2 of the speed run to get our Fenris armor, and so be sure to join with that. I'm getting to a safe space myself so I can talk to you more accurately. There we are, relatively safe. But yeah, so Wednesday, 5 p.m., Fenris speedrun. Saturday, I think I'll open up the server. We'll talk about this. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit over the week. But yeah, we're going to be doing that Saturday. Probably open up the server for a little bit, let you all build and have some fun. But like I said earlier, we are so close to 100 subscribers. So tell your friends, get them involved, bring them on over. Let's hit that milestone. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to do that. So if you're here, you're watching, and you aren't, please like and subscribe. I would love that. It helps me out a whole bunch, and it's also gonna help grow this channel into something more awesome. But have a great rest of your night, everyone. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Till then, stay real.